Welcome back. Here are some scenarios. It's movie night, or you're hangry, or maybe you're going to make an online purchase. And when you go to pay for any of those things, you see an option that says pay in installments. Well, this is a growing practice known as buy now, pay later. Senior industry analyst at Bankrate, Ted Rossman, joins me now. Ted, we saw a poll recently that said 29% of Americans use buy now, pay later. 17% use it for medical or dental care. And it's mostly favored by those younger than 45, which quite obviously does not include me.
Yeah, we're talking here about installment lending. Companies like Affirm, Afterpay, Klarna. The pitch used to be 4 interest-free payments over 6 weeks. It's evolved a lot in recent years. A lot of these plans are now lasting longer, maybe 6 months or a year or even a few years. What I find a bit ironic is that for an industry that's portrayed itself as the anti-credit card or the kinder, gentler financing method, a lot of those longer plans do charge interest. Maybe it's 15%, 20%, sometimes it's even over 30%. Some people are getting into trouble here. I mean, to be fair, the same thing can happen with credit cards. It's interesting, though, how the lines are blurring. Also, this used to be exclusively an online concept. It's moved into the physical retail world as well.
Ted, I was reading about this and I came across something called the flypaper effect. Are you familiar with that term? It means basically these buy now, pay later methods increase consumerism in certain lower priced goods beyond what people would ordinarily pay.
Well, Klarna, for example, has a partnership with DoorDash now where you can finance orders over $35. Some people view that as a bit of a sign of the payments apocalypse. You know, we're financing burritos over 6 weeks. Is that really a wise financial decision? There are certainly detractors. Proponents would say it's a viable way to spread out your cash flow. You know, whether it's a fast food order or maybe it's a bigger ticket item, maybe it's a couch or a refrigerator or maybe it's new clothes. People are using this for groceries and gas, and they're using it for just about everything nowadays. I think the best use case is to partition a single large expense. You pay $50 a month for that exercise bike or couch or refrigerator. To me, that makes more sense than the daily transaction thing, but to each their own. I mean, credit card debt is a persistent problem. The average American has more than $6,000 in credit card debt. The average interest rate is 20%. Some people are drawn to buy now, pay later as an alternative, either because they can't get a credit card or because they like the installment focus. They like knowing exactly how much they owe for exactly how long with buy now, pay later.
Does this affect credit scores?
It's going to start affecting credit scores in the fall with a few caveats. FICO, the big credit scoring company, announced that this fall they're going to start supporting buy now, pay later. Now, not all lenders are reporting this information. Affirm has been a leader. Others like Afterpay and Klarna are more skeptical. The other thing is that it's partially reliant on these companies actually furnishing information. But the other thing is lenders have to upgrade to the latest and greatest FICO technology to even see this. Many have not. It's going to be slow going. One of the reasons people are drawn to this is it's easier to get. It's largely outside of the traditional credit scoring system. For better or for worse, that's probably going to continue. One downside is that responsible use is not usually helping boost your score. In the long run, I think more inclusion would be a good thing, but it's going to take a while to get there.
I got 20 seconds or less, Ted. Are delinquency rates going up in this space?
They're not bad. It's really surprising. People have been warning about it for years, but companies like Affirm actually report lower delinquency rates than credit cards. They tout proprietary underwriting and the fact that people like this and they want to stay in the good graces and keep using it.
At 20 seconds precisely, Ted Rossman, I thank you for that and much more.